r/ask Reddit. Men of Reddit. What is something we can all agree on? Nods head. Nods back. Cracks open beer. The boys automatically come due to the detected presence of a cold one. That women's skin feels so smooth compared to ours. Women have more subcutaneous fat than men, which is why they tend to feel a little smoother and softer. I'm never telling her this. Whoa, honey, your skin feels so smooth. Must be all that SUBCUT or an EOUSFAT you have. There is something incredibly relieving about taking that awkward lunge to the side to unstick your balls. The worst are people who try to shame you for it. I didn't choose my saggy, moist physiology. I usually embrace the awkwardness with a loud. The split stream is annoying as duck. Shrinkage is real. Does anyone else like ball shrinkage? Like, the skin shrivels up so much it feels like a thick cowhide. Poke it, you'll see. Maximum armor. I miss Crysis. It still exists, and you can probably play it on Ultra now. A decade after release, normal people can finally play Crysis on maximum graphics settings with 60+ FPS. That game was the ultimate benchmark when it was released. That guy you met once and got along with will always be your mate, even if you never see each other again. There's a guy, Eric I think. Met him at a party when he told someone to get off my motorcycle. I just gave him a nod and said good looking out. 2 months later in a bar, this a-hole grabs my friend's tit. I stand toe to toe with this big ducker and start screaming at him. And I look to my left, and who's standing there ready to jump in? Eric. Bouncers bounced the a-hole. We got some beers. Haven't seen him since. But if I see him about to jump on someone, I'll be right behind. That we give a lot more compliments than we receive. If somebody compliments me, I'm replaying that in my head all day. I even remember compliments from years ago. Thanks for telling me I was a good drawer in 3rd grade. Girl from my art class. Even as a straight guy I think gay guys are the best because they're not scared to give a compliment, and no matter who it is a compliment is so nice. A very flamboyant guy recently told me I could pull off a convincing Benedict Cumberbatch. While I don't agree in the least, it has stuck with me for a week now and I still get a smile out of it. Gay guys really are the best. If only I could learn to love the D. You don't have to love the D. Just make them friends and you'll get compliments whenever you're hanging out. Just remember, repay with sincere compliments. The word dude has something like 150 different meanings. If you see a bro with his zipper down, it's common courtesy to tell him quietly, unless he's a true bro and you're out with true bros, in which case it's acceptable to loudly point it out. Edit yes, you can zip it up for them. Just give it a goodnight kiss first. If you really wanna be a true bro, zip that shit up for him. Do not break eye contact, and a slight smirk is acceptable. For bonus points, quietly say sorry, forgot this as you do it. For maximum points, loudly say sorry, forgot this as you do it. Do it in a theatrical whisper, and wink suggestively at any other bros who are currently with you. For extra credit, use your teeth. Attacking someone in the groin is only for life or death situations. A nutshot is not to be used lightly in a fight. What's amazing to me is that this seems almost instinctive. I've witnessed countless bar brawls and where guys were seriously injured each other to the point of getting permanent brain damage. And yet the knee to the groin move is almost never used. Because once that line is crossed there is no going back. It's what separates us from the animals. Pretty sure I've never seen an antelope nail a cheetah in the rat chilies either, come to think of it. That we all hate the guy who violates the urinal code. Also, don't be the guy who moans at the urinal like he's getting blown by a porn star. We get it. You drank 11 beers and it feels amazing pissing it out. But keep that shit to yourself. This type generally has the talker characteristic. Is it normal for grown-ass men at an office to pull their pants down below their ass just to take a piss? Is it just me or this the most ridiculous thing I've seen since Hershey Park with 5-year-olds? I've seen this a half dozen times or so and it strikes me as unnecessary to say the least. Far be it for me to walk up to another man with their dong in hand and say you're doing it wrong. Being able to pee anywhere and easily is awesome and thankfully time efficient. Until you get a public urination ticket for peeing in an alley by a Thai restaurant. Seriously officer, it was pitch black and unless you were looking for my whiner you wouldn't have seen it. My uncle's a retired law professor and he used to tell a story about a guy being arrested and charged with indecent exposure after a police officer saw him acting shady, shined his light on him and realized he was pissing in public. Buddy defended himself by claiming that if the officer had to shine his light on him to see what he was going on, then he wasn't exposing himself indecently or otherwise. The judge agreed. Case dismissed. Boobs are good. I disagree. Boobs are great. There's a stigma against men expressing emotions. We cry. Sometimes. Especially if your strap-on is too big. If a man nods, you damn better nod back. I don't know when I started but when I'm out and make eye contact with other guys I just nod all the time now. Sometimes they nod back. Sometimes they don't. Feels better when they do though. We wish we got more compliments. Just out of curiosity, what could be the reason of a guy completely ignoring the compliment that I gave him? Because that happens a lot, and I usually enjoy giving compliments to a guy I like. It's not ignored, it's just not reacted to, he's replaying it in his head. Exactly, when I get a compliment, I usually brush it off with a thanks but it sticks in my head for weeks. Pinch and roll is a great sack scratching technique. We look and feel more powerful in a suit, even if you don't like dressing up. Putting on a suit is the easiest way to exude confidence and power even if you don't really feel it. This only works if you get a suit that actually fits. Too many guys get suits too big for them. But I can't lift my arms over my head in this. It's too tight. When you wear a well-fitted suit, other people reach for high things for you. That sounds like a life goal. God bless never queuing for the toilet as long as women. Gaming is still socializing with friends. I am not just doing nothing. Parents, when was the last time you socialized? Me. We were on a raid yesterday. Parents. I mean the real life. Me. Does VR count? Parents. No. Me. Maybe high school. This is why I am glad my parents had oddish hobbies when I was little. My mom got offensive of mine when a family friend tried to shirk her duties and put them off on me. She has a raid, which requires 40 people to all be there, regularly, on time during a set schedule. She can't just not play because you don't feel like doing what you're here to do. Was so nice to hear. It makes being out of the house almost every weekend for most of my childhood totally worth it. Sometimes we like to be the little spoon. Boobs to the back is awesome. Also, not having to deal with the awkward and comfortable bottom arm. Do I put it under her neck, up a bit and under the pillow? I can usually get comfy enough for spoon time, but then she falls asleep like that, and I have to delicately unspoon ourselves, so I can get comfy for sleep. There's something primally satisfactory about peeing on something. When you are a man, the world is your toilet. That feeling where you are in a crowd of people and you need to readjust your balls. Duck that feeling. The high level of satisfaction when we successfully clean the stuck on poop from the toilet bowl with our piss stream. Or the satisfaction of taking a shit that is so solid it takes barely any wipes. Just me? Okay. A nod downwards is acknowledgement. A nod upwards is to get your attention. I've never thought about it but this is universal and no one has ever spoken about it. The Olay side eye is the best booty watching technique. Nah man, here's what you do. Step 1. See booty walking down the street. Step 2. Analyze the booty's trajectory. Where's that booty going? Step 3. Look at something that is in the booty's trajectory. That way the booty walks into your eyeline and you're not caught craning your neck to get a good look of that grade A booty. She veered off course, Captain. Not that peeing indoors feels wrong, but peeing outdoors feels so right. Peeing indoors feels like it's what is expected of us, but peeing outdoors feels like that's what was intended for us. The chase ducking sucks. Playing hard to get is basically playing hard to want. Don't chase. I wish I'd have figured out how useless it was years ago. Don't play games with each other. Now if I am talking to a girl and she just doesn't respond to me, over text I mean, I don't even bother messaging her again till she replies. Not only does it not make you look like a psychopath, it actually lets you know if they're interested or not. Now, this is assuming whoever the guy is in this situation doesn't just suck at holding a conversation and the girl gets tired of the awkwardness and runs. We have all at some point in our lives made a mohawk with shampoo when showering and a Hitler mustache when shaving, after which we quickly shave it off since it feels weird. Nobody tries to miss the toilet. I've been to public bathrooms, so I'll have to disagree. Boxer briefs are the best underwear. Leave a space between. Never take the middle one. That it's entirely possible to be thinking about nothing. Sometimes we just need to sit and be completely vacant. Trying on trousers is the worst punishment known to humankind. Women make no sense, please just tell us what you want. No, it's fine. Women dropping hints will forever be mostly unnoticed. Zippers are the devil. Butts are nice. This is a true story about hot, delicious butts. A man dating 3 women and wanted to decide who to marry. He then gave them a test. He gave each woman $10,000 and observed what each did with the money. The first one did a total makeover which included a fancy hairstyle, makeup and several new outfits. She then dressed up for the man and said, "I have done this to make myself more attractive to you because I love you so much." The man was impressed. The second woman went gift shopping for the man. She bought him a new smartphone, a Rolex watch and very flashy clothes. As she presented these gifts to him she said, "I've spent all the money on you because I love you so much." The man was again impressed. The third one invested the money in the stock market. She earned $40,000 and gave him back his $10K. She then deposited the remainder in a joint account. She told him that she wanted to secure their future because she loved him so much. Obviously the man was very impressed. The man thought for a long time about what each woman had done with the money. In the end he married the one with the biggest butt. Ass hair sucks. Balding sucks. It's like a goddamn migration. Don't bang any of your homies' ex-girlfriends, unless they are over it and give permission. Bro code 101. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.